Hi, my name is Sarah, and coming up with a life-changing experience for me was when I was a little girl in high school, I guess middle school, high school. My mom was really sick with cancer, single parent, and she ended up dying. She left me and my twin brother by ourselves, and a couple years later, my twin brother ended up dying also of a heroin overdose. Mom was cancer, totally two different things. It shaped my life and my future. I didn't know what to do or where it was going to go. Through the years, I ended up doing grief work, and that has helped me somehow in my therapy to go on, but also help and serve others in the same aspect so they don't feel alone or feel what I went through. Years ago, I got the opportunity, it was just a couple years ago, I got to go to Florida for the National Alliance of Grieving Children, and I got to go to some seminars down there, which was amazing. One of my life experiences, though, is where I turned from grief to helping a specific category in a specific place. It was a great class, and there was a young girl on there who was telling us about her grief journey of her mother dying. And it was this really cool black and white video, actually, and it was just a bunch of high school kids taping one another about their experience of death. And she ended up saying that her mom and dad always had her go to church all through her life, and obviously she was high school age, I don't know how old. But it came down to when her mom died, she questioned where her mom went. Now, she knew all about church and she knew about God, but in the bigger picture, she really didn't know where her mom went. Where was her mom? What was the future for her? How did this all work out in the religious aspect or Christianity aspect? And this girl just hit me like a brick wall. That night, I couldn't sleep in the hotel room. I went back to the instructors the next day and I had to talk more about this girl who was their test subject, and really, I wanted more information on her and how this worked for her. And ended up, I came back and I worked more with children, and I got more involved with children and took specific classes, and I was able to transform my grief work that I do from adults, but transfer it to children and into Christianity. I want to be able to explain to people, you know, there is death in this world, but there's also the aspect of religion, and we need to be able to help young children and young adults find out where they're going and how this works. Their life isn't a curse. This isn't a black mark over our heads when death does happen, which I know a lot of them feel. You know, grief is grief, and there's people that do love you, and Jesus Christ, the same thing, is going to love you no matter what. This was an event that happened, and, you know, my job now is to transform this into helping these kids. So, just a little bit about me. Hopefully that helps.